Hey everyone, I thought we would mix it up a little bit today and talk about church music fundamentals. We've been learning a little bit about music fundamentals, kind of reading music and building up that skill, but I thought it would be interesting to think a little bit about church music. And so first, I thought we would talk, or I guess I would talk because I'm here alone, about how we choose music to sing on Sunday morning. And so, this has evolved over the years, and if you ask different people, they'll have different ideas, but I can tell you how I think about it. And that is, we start with the readings. We start with the Revised Common Lectionary. This is the group of readings that we have from a group a long time ago who put them together, and they complement each other. The first reading usually comes from the Old Testament. It's followed by a psalm. The psalm is probably most easily seen as our response, the people's response to that first reading, that reading from what's usually the Old Testament. And then next we have a reading from an epistle. This is usually kind of, we pick one and we stick with it for a while. And then the last, of course, is the gospel. So gospel being last, it has the place of prominence, the place of importance. Save the best for last. The gospel usually relates back to that Old Testament reading in the Psalm. So those three really work together. And so as a church musician, or as church musicians, we're looking at those readings, and sometimes the second reading, to try and choose music that really proclaims what we hear in those texts. Yes, we choose music that proclaims what we hear. Yes, we like to sing music that means something to us, and that's important. And we like singing music that has meaning across the ages. But the primary thing we do is we choose music that fits those readings for the day so that we have a chance together as the people who are singing to proclaim what we hear, proclaim the good news that we hear in those readings for the day. So, of course, this also happens in the sermon, right? The pastor or whoever's delivering a sermon will look at those readings for the day, find the good news, or the good news will whack them over the head, and they proclaim it as one person. And then all of us together proclaim that good news in song. Singing together is the easiest way for us to sing something, to say some words together. That's really what it boils down to. Have you ever heard a group of people who have never been together try and say the Lord's Prayer together or the Apostles' Creed? It can be a mess because it's not set to that rhythm. Music allows us that chance. So that hymn of the day, actually, that spot right after the sermon, is where we choose the song and where we put the song that has the strongest association with the gospel that we heard. And I don't mean gospel like the gospel reading. I mean gospel like the good news that's present in all of our readings for each week. So we choose that to go with those readings. Yes, we like it to be something that is something that we know and love, and that's good too. But proclaiming that good news is our primary goal when we sing together. And of course, there are many other reasons we sing: prayer, lament. All of these things are important. But choosing music for church, it's tough. Because we almost have to break it down. Music is powerful stuff, especially our emotional response to music is powerful. But if we break that down and we really look at the words we're singing and how they are raised up in the melodies that are composed and that we are singing, we may learn something new, and we may find ourselves changed by what we sing and how we sing it. So that's a little bit about how I feel about church music and just sort of how we choose music for church. I would be really interested to hear what you think. So you can drop a note or drop a comment under this video, and I'll be happy to talk more. I can never run out of things to say when it comes to church music. So anyway, I hope this video finds you well. Blessings to you, and have a great week.